Good morning and welcome back for another video. Today we're going to discuss the right trailer for your side-by-side or your ATV. I'm going to show you what I've done here, and hopefully it'll help you in some way. But I have a lot of wooded area here, so the right size trailer to fit in behind the Mule, or again right in behind a four-wheeler, this trailer fits perfectly. Okay? Sometimes the bigger trailers back in this area is just really hard to navigate around all the trees and different things like that. So this little trailer here works out fine. Let's get a closer look at it. This particular trailer used to be a pop-up camper frame, and I removed all the structure away from it, and then I replaced it with pressure treated lumber. It was really simple to do. It took I don't know, about 6 hours to get everything completed. And I have probably about $150 in this trailer. The size of it, let's see, this is about 48 inches wide and 8 feet long, so that worked out perfect. As you can see here, again, this is everything on the trailer stayed the same after I took all of the camper part of it off of here. So the tongue works out really good. It's an 1 7/8" ball. I didn't even remove the winch on here and on the front of it. I just left everything as it was. What I did have to do is I bought some 1 1/2" angle iron, and I bolted it, and I used self-tapping screws and put it down into the frame. So one along the front, and I put this one along the side here, starting from the edge of their frame back. And that worked out really great. This that you're looking at here was where they had the fenders mounted for the camper itself, and I just simply cut those off and left them a little bit longer than the tire, and that works out really well. When I start getting in too close to trees and things, it will actually protect the tire and push the trailer actually away from it. Now for my side rail here, I just used a pressure treated planking board. This is a 1x6, and again I mounted my 2x4 frame down to the 1 1/2" channel steel that I bolted down to the trailer itself. And another really nice thing about this is using a frame like this, it does have springs on it, so the trailer tows behind the Mule really well too. Simple. No welding involved. Like I said, I just simply removed the camper shell off of this, off the trailer, and then used self-tapping screws to put everything down. I used pressure treated 2x4s, again 8 feet long. I didn't even have to cut these off, just made sure they were square and left everything. I am overhanging the last section of frame by a little bit, but it hasn't given me any problems. And you can see I've got 10 years of use out of this thing, so it's starting to get rough, and at some point I'm going to have to replace this broken board here. This broke out because it had a knot right there on the back side of the 2x4, so it just gave way. But again, framed it up using self-tapping screws, and I mean, it's just absolutely, I have hauled so much firewood on the back of this little trailer and drug it through mud to where it was actually, the axle was buried on the trailer. So this little trailer gets a hard workout. And again, by leaving, and I just took the bandsaw, and you can use a jigsaw with a metal blade and trim this fender side of it off, or if you have a cutting torch, that works as well too. And like I said, I mean, it's just it's rigid enough to haul anything I need to haul. The lawnmower just does fit on here. And you could even get a smaller ATV on the back of this thing. And again, the fact that it has springs on it, that worked out really well. So if you're looking for a cheap solution for a trailer for your ATV or UTV, I would say this would work out perfect for you. Again, I have less than $150 in the trailer, and have had absolutely no trouble out of all of the work I've done with this. Again, self-tapping screws down through these 2x4s. You can see one of them here. And screwing these 2x4s down to the frame, and actually give some rigidity to the trailer itself. I did leave a gap in the boards in order for rain and different things like that. You can see the wood, bark, leaves, different things like that. But leaving these gaps in here allows for rain and snow and different things like that to go ahead and fall on through, and that way it's not holding water for you. It'll last longer that way. And again, I've got 10 years on this thing. And like I said, the fact that this fits perfectly in behind the Mule or the ATV, it's not so wide that you're catching the tires on everything, because I've had this trailer wedged in between trees before, so I mean it can get tricky if you're in tight areas, you know. But again, the fact that it was simple to build, right? If you needed to remove the trailer and you get back to where you're going to do your work at, this thing's pretty easy to move around. Then you just set it off to the side. Alright, let's see what you're going to do, guys. Perfect. We've got it secured with the cable. Zoom in a little bit for you. You can see where the self-tapping screws down through the 2x4s for the floor rolled down through there. And again, this frame just lent itself to a perfect revamp to build this UTV trailer. So with minimal amount of work, I left the all their framing exactly how they had it made, so the trailer remains square, and just by simply bolting down the or running those self-tapping screws down through that floor made it a rigid trailer. Like I said, what you're seeing there, I don't know how old the camping trailer was. I don't remember, I should say. But I've got 10 years of use on this thing. Back here dragging it through the woods, and I mean just countless hours of use. So it really worked out convenient for me. And again, this channel here, that's an 1.5 inch channel. That's the only thing I did. I put this, I think that is a 5-foot length that I put on this side, as well as the opposite side, and self-tapping screws that kept the trailer frame square. All right, let's set it back down on the ground and go back and load this thing up and see what it's going to do for us. Be a really convenient way to change a tire, wouldn't it? All right, well there we've got a nice trailer load of wood on here, and like I said, just a convenient way to make yourself a really nice trailer that you can tow behind your side-by-side or your four-wheeler, and be able to, you can see in behind me here all the trees and things I have, so my work area is really tight. When I bring my 8-foot trailer back here, 8 feet wide, it is just absolutely a nightmare trying to get it around all these trees. Okay, this one's fitting right in behind the Mule like you see it here, easy, and I can just absolutely take this trailer any place I want to go with it. So like I said, short recap, this was a pop-up camping trailer that I removed the camping aspects from it and just simply put down pressure treated material and a couple of pieces of angle iron, and $150 is what you see here. Okay, so I hope this is helpful for you. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.